kids, it's me, your mom. I'm going to show you how to make banana bread in our kitchen. The only pre-prep step you will have done is to get 3 bananas out of the fridge, and I like to use this metal bowl. They should be thawing for 30 to 60 minutes. The recipe we're going to use, in case you want to look it up, is on simplyrecipes.com, and it's by Elise Bauer, and it's called banana bread. The other thing is, you already brushed your hair, got it out of your face, and washed your hands. So if you haven't done that yet, and you started this video, pause it and go get cleaned up, you filthy, filthy heathens. All right, let's get started. Okay, so first, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Come over here, Jay. You're gonna hit bake. It automatic, geez, whoa, a little close. Back up, back up, back up. All right, stop. So you're gonna hit bake, and it's gonna pop up automatically 350, and the set is gonna be flashing, and you're gonna hit start. Okay? Also, one really important step, you check the oven to make sure your father doesn't have any pizza or anything in there from the night before. These fires are bad. All right, so we got the oven preheated, we got our bananas in there. Our next step is to get the red silicone loaf pan out of this cabinet to the right of the lower oven. In order to keep the banana bread from sticking, you have to grease the pan. I use Crisco. Now, Crisco is located in this cabinet behind all of this stuff. And it's, the Aldi Crisco is Carlini, all vegetable shortening. So you're gonna take that, and you're gonna Ada, do you know where the little glass custard dishes are up there? Go grab one of those. Yep, there, right here. Yep, you're gonna grab one of these guys. That's the one I usually use. It's this like really thick one. This is the one I usually use to melt the Crisco. So you're gonna take that, walk it over to the Crisco. Oh wait, hey, there's a step that we missed. We gotta get a spoon. Okay, we're gonna get this spoon.
Oh, serving spoon.
All right, we're gonna, watch out, don't get in my way.
Serving spoon now.
All right, so this is not a serving spoon, it's just a spoon. It's a spoon, it becomes, for whatever you're using it for, it becomes, that is the purpose of the spoon. Okay, so we're gonna put an unspecified amount of shortening in that dish. Okay, so like about that much. And then, can you microwave stuff? Are you tall enough?
I can, but I don't know how to.
No, you're the videographer, you're not gonna do it. Okay, you're gonna come over to the microwave, you're gonna open it, put the little dish in there. I think I usually do 30 seconds, so just hit the add 30 seconds button. Okay, then you're gonna put the Crisco away. All right, behind all that crap back there. Okay, you're gonna put it back there, that's where it belongs. And then this just is gross. So put this in the sink, and I always just use a paper towel to wipe my finger off. Because Crisco, like soap won't even work, that stuff is so fatty. All right, you're gonna come over her. You're gonna check your stuff. It's pretty warm, but not too hot. You're gonna take, here Jay, get up in there. Have these little brushes, these little silicone brushes that always get stuck under everything else in this. That one needs a rinse. I'm gonna set this down. Back off, Jay. You're way too close. This video is gonna suck because you were up on my ass the whole time. All right. So you're gonna rinse off a little silicone jobby, and you can't get like water in that shortening, so just dry that the same way I did my hand. Okay. All right. So now you can get a little closer. So you take this, and if you just stir it up a little bit, it'll melt the rest of the way. Okay, and then you come over here. Is that too close? No, that's all right.
So it's like a
And you
paintbrush and
pour
you're painting it.
a little bit of that in there. And then you mess it around here.
So
it can't be like there can't be too much extra there. You're just painting it around. As it cools, it'll firm up again, so it won't be liquid anymore. So you'll do that. I like to get all the way up the sides with this thing. Turn it sides. So believe it or not, this is not even written in the recipe. Yeah, get out of the way, Ada. You'll be able to watch the video when the time comes, Ada. All right. Okay, so I like to go all the way up the sides. I like to coat the bottom, and as you can see, it's not liquid anymore. It's just like a gel. So even though this isn't written in the recipe that you'll read online, it's actually like one of the most important steps because it keeps it from sticking. So now we're done with these things. So this can be put in the sink. Stay back there. This actually has to be poured onto paper towels in the trash because you cannot put that down the sink. It's pure grease. It'll screw up the garbage as well. Okay, so you got your oven preheating. Too close, Jay. Back off. All right. Stand in that corner over there. All right. Now we're gonna follow the recipe. All right, in a mixing bowl, mash the ripe bananas with a fork until completely smooth. So here's the thing. These frozen bananas, they thaw really fast, but it's really easy to get the peel stuck on the banana. All right, I'm just gonna no, I can't put them in there, can I? You cannot microwave this, FYI. Since we didn't preheat our bananas, we're starting at a disadvantage here. I feel like you're way too close. Just stand right, yeah, that's where you live, right there. The only time you'll ever need to come out is to... I just did 1 pound quick defrost. Don't do this though, let them preheat first. Pardon me, preheat? Defrost on the counter. Alright, okay. Alright, back to our discussion here. So, I think the best way for you guys to do this, it's been a while, I think I usually like cut the tops out. So, okay, so see how when you peel them, can you see that, Jay? See how when you peel them, these little stringy things get stuck? So you have to go like around like that, and then you have to make sure you get all of these off. That is gross. You do not want that nasty stuff in your banana bread. Okay, so that one's fine. These are still a little frozen. There are times when I do this and I get them nice and thawed out beforehand where I can just squeeze the banana out like I'm squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. Like, kind of like that. Okay. And that, when you do it like that, you don't get any of that, like, peel crud in there. See how you kind of go sideways? That stuff comes out? Okay. All right, awesome. Now I got caterpillar that gets squished. Yeah. Okay, that is also really cold, so after I do it, I run my hands under hot water. So hopefully your bananas will be thawed out, so your hands won't get super cold. Okay, so you have your bananas, and you'll want to have them in this big metal pan. Get rid of that because you're using it. Okay, so now you can get closer. So you take the fork and you mash up the bananas. Can you see inside the bowl, Jay? Okay, you stir them around, squash them down. The next step is going to be to melt some butter and add that. And the butter, when it melts, it's gonna be hot, and you're gonna put it in with the cold bananas, and it's gonna turn into this little like dots. It's gross, but whatever, it works. Okay, so you got the bananas. You got the bananas all mashed up. Fork. That looks like mashed potatoes. Okay. Butter. So you're gonna take your little jobby. Actually, I don't think that's gonna be big enough. You're gonna want to get a full stick of butter out of here. And you need 1/3 of a cup, which is this one right here, okay? So you unpeel. And then, can you see, I always look at this and use the line on there and kind of eyeball it from the top. Use the big side. Okay. Get another custard dish. This one's gonna be a little bigger than the last one. Make sure you cough on the food. That's what to do. 30 seconds on that. It's good luck to cough on the food. Hey, it's our kitchen, right?
Should have coughed on the food.
Right. Okay, so put the butter away in the fridge, because unlike the shortening, that actually has to go in there.
It smells good.
What?
That looks.
Well, that it's
Oh,
bananas. It's mashed bananas.
I prefer mashed potatoes. I prefer
Okay,
banana
so same
bread.
kind of deal. It's gonna be incompletely melted, and you're gonna want to stir it around. I did 30 seconds on this. I might put it back for a little more. But the thing is, you can actually cook this way too long or warm it way too long, and then it's like, it's just too much. But as you stir it, the rest of the butter melts in there. Beaten egg. Okay. Okay, nice and melted. You're gonna dump that in, and it's gonna start solidifying really fast. So you're gonna take the fork and just really mix it up quickly. And you'll see the butter start to turn into all these little flakes. And mixing it. And that's that part. Okay, now we go grab the baking soda and salt, which are located in the baking cabinet. Do not get too close to me. Right here. This BS.
Baking soda.
Right. And the salt is usually going to be over here. I keep extra salt over there, but no, that's sea salt. You know what? Just use this. Just use a little shaker. Put that there. I'll make sure I have it filled up for you. Okay, so you are going to want 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 pinch of salt. So the pinch of salt, the way you're gonna do this is you're gonna take this, you're gonna put it in your open palm, about that much. You see it? You're gonna take your fingers and maybe do Jay's fingers because you guys have tiny fingers. Yeah, you won't go quite as much. You take that and you're gonna sprinkle that in. Okay, that's 1 pinch. The rest of this goes in the sink. Okay? And then this guy can be put away. Cough in the kitchen again. Okay, 1 teaspoon. Teaspoon measure is located over here. I always just open this guy up, stick the teaspoon in there,
Shake it off a bit.
shake it off. You should probably do this with a knife, whatever, I never do. See that? Looks good. 1 teaspoon, double check that's how much, and it goes in. Okay. So, oh, how do I use these things? Ah. Oh, that's unpleasant. All right. Okay, so we're mixing in the, okay, I'm still extremely sneezy right now. Baking soda and salt. Okay. Next thing to do. So on the recipe, it says stir in the sugar, beaten egg, and vanilla extract. But I always do the, we'll save it in case we need it again. I always do the vanilla and the sugar first. So the vanilla is here. There's hardly anything in it. We have like way too much vanilla. That's almond extract, do not use that. I mean, it might be delicious, but it might also be gross. There you go, vanilla extract.
Vanilla.
And then if you have to open a new vanilla, they always have these little jabbies on them that you gotta peel off. Okay, and then you can put the cap back on. Okay, so that's the vanilla. And sugar. The sugar is always in this yellow domino thing. And it's 1 cup of sugar. There's a cup out of here. And then vanilla, hopefully it's a teaspoon. Yeah, yay, we can use the teaspoon that we just used on the baking soda. Cool. All right, so the teaspoon of vanilla, do it maybe over the sink. Don't spill it. Put that in there. The sugar. Just dip on into here. It can be a little less than a cup. That's a lot of sugar. What I usually do is I beat the egg in the same thing that I did the butter melting in. So I'm gonna mix that up. Oh, that's the vanilla. At this point, I'm still using the same fork that I used to mash the bananas, but usually what ends up happening is I end up switching to like a rubber spatula. All right, why don't one of you guys make yourself useful and go grab an egg? Oh dear. All right, the eggs are over here, Jay. In the fridge. Chocolate. 1 egg. Like that. Okay. Technique for cracking an egg that I use.
Hit it on the side of the bowl.
Nope. So eggs are round. Okay, if you do this on a round thing, it doesn't work. Crack it like that, and then there'll be a line and a place for your thumbs. You open it up, your egg is cracked. Okay. That eventually goes in the trash. You don't need a spoon. You need a little fork. Got another little fork. Beat that up. Okay, dump it in. Okay, this is probably a good time to switch to that rubber spatula. This is gonna be a lot easier to mix the flour in with this guy. And did you see where, Jay, were you up on this or did you get the drawer? You can't, this is gonna be the most boring video in the world. You need to zoom out. Zoom out. No. Okay, the rubber spatula is in this right here. All right. Okay, next step is gonna be the flour. So flour in our house is up here. We have a lot of whole wheat flour. We have that bag. Looks like we have one of these bags. Typically, I'll end up pouring this into freezer bags too, and probably in the course of cooking, you guys will end up in a position of having to do that. When you do it, just do it over the sink so you don't make a huge mess. But what we'll do, because I'm just opening this new bag, the amount of flour is 1.5 cups. I'm going in with this. And again, you should do this with a knife, but I'm just gonna level it by doing that. 1/2 cup. Over here. 1/2. Okay, so you added 1.5 cups. So you're gonna stir with this rubber spatula that you didn't see me get because somebody's way too close to the bowl. Thank you. And you're gonna stir it. All right, let's just scroll down and make sure we don't forget anything. Oh, okay. Okay, so we did the preheating, we buttered the loaf pan, we mashed the bananas, we stirred in the butter, we mixed in the baking soda, we did the pinch of salt, we stirred in the sugar, we stirred in the vanilla, we beat the egg and we stirred that in. Make sure when you do this, you go around the edges of the pan and get all that junk that accumulates, that's flour. It's gonna get harder, you guys are gonna start whining. Here, come over here, Ada, I want you to feel how hard this is to do, okay? This is usually where the whining sets in. Alright, so do that so you get a feel for it. That's hard, isn't it? You also have to scrape not just the edges of the pan, but also the bottom to make sure you get all the flour off the bottom, okay? This has to be really consistent. And then you're ready to put it in the pan. It's a very simple recipe. So go over here, you get your pan, okay? So you're gonna want probably, I can do this because I'm strong enough, but one of you will probably wanna hold the bowl and the other one will wanna scrape. And you're just gonna scrape every single little bit of batter into that pan. Because if you leave stuff on the sides, that's banana bread that's not going into your body. It's waste.
And we don't want banana
Right.
food at
It's going into the sink and into the garbage disposal.
And that's just
Scraping.
to get every.
This is the part in videos where I'm always like, God, this is like the most ineffectual thing. Like this person is really struggling and it's like really painful to watch. Ah! Don't do that. And then, yeah, I take my finger. It's relatively clean. Also, we're not like sharing this banana bread with anyone outside the family.
Because of the coronavirus.
No, just like we always eat it all.
Oh, yeah.
It's nothing to do with coronavirus. Okay, so as you can imagine, if you were to just throw that in the oven, it would like cook in this sort of asymmetrical blob. So I try to flatten it out a little bit before I put it in there. And then
it rises.
you probably, since there'll be 3 of you doing this, you'll have someone open the oven for you and put it in. Ideally, it would be like on more of a middle rack, but whatever. Put it on the top rack, shut that. Alexa, set a banana bread timer for 1 hour.
For how long?
For 1 hour.
Banana bread timer, 1 hour, starting now.
And then you wait the 1 hour.
It's always ready in an hour. You don't have to like check it or do anything fancy. Be careful when you take it out of the oven. Don't be an idiot. Don't burn yourself. Let it cool before you slice it. Okay? All right, and that's the end of the video.